Hi students, welcome to day 3 study plan of commerce. I hope you would have completed today's questions. If not, please watch the previous videos in the channel. Come, let us see day 3 questions and answers. This is the continuation of lesson 2. Very short answer. Second answer, what is meant by motivation? The goals are achieved with the help of motivation. Motivation includes increasing the speed of performance of a work and developing a willingness on the part of workers. So motivation help to achieve goals because it motivate the workers to show interest doing their work, so that will naturally increase their speed. So this can be done by a resourceful leader. Resourceful leader is a person who can always come out with solutions and who is good at solving the problem of the workers, so they can motivate the workers in such a way that they can do their best for the company. The workers expect favorable climate conditions to work, fair treatment, monetary or non-monetary incentive. A non-monetary incentive is a flexible time you can give, or even a pleasant environment workplace, and then an extra day off can be given, or a trip to a hill station. Like this, monetary incentives can also motivate the workers. Effective communication and gentleman approach. I have taken here 4 points, but you can write any 2 important points which you find it easy, or even 3 points also you can write. Next is, what is meant by controlling? Controlling is always, it is this function of management will help the higher authorities to measure the progress towards the organizational goals, whether including all levels of employees, whether they are accomplishing, or they are how they are progressing to achieve the organizational goals. So that is controlling. So it is performed to evaluate the performance of employees, and it decides the increment and promotion decisions. This function also helps in identifying underperformers, and we can arrange training programs so that the underperformers can be made good performers. And then it is the control function which facilitates the synchronization of actual performance. That is, synchronization is integration of actual performance with a predetermined standard. The management would have set certain standards. They would have determined certain standards, so the that standards will be compared or integrated with the actual performance of the employees. So this is also one of the main functions of management, to evaluate the performance of employees. Now the fourth one is, list the subsidiary functions of management. They have only asked for list out the subsidiary functions. So there are 4 functions, that is innovation, representation, decision making, and communication. Now let us move to the short answers. Second question, state the importance of staffing. Staffing is the another important main function. It consists the activity of selection and placement of competent personnel. So the staffing function has selection and placement, and then it refers to placement of right persons in the right job. And staffing includes not only to select the right persons, but giving trainings to those employees who are in need of training, and then promotion of best persons, retirement of old persons, and performance appraisal. Performance appraisal is a regular review of an employee's job performance, and overall his contribution to a company. That all will be evaluated. Okay, and then adequate remuneration. Adequate is good enough remuneration of personnel. So these all includes staffing. Staffing is selecting a right person, and if anybody requires training, that also will be given, and promoting the best person, giving retirement of old persons, and regular performance evaluation of all the personnel, and adequate remuneration, that is good enough payment of personnel. So these are the functions which are under the staffing. The success of an enterprise depends upon the successful performance of staffing functions. So the staffing function is also leads to a successful performance of the management. And next is fourth one is what is meant by innovation. This is also another subsidiary functions of management. Innovation. Innovation in general meaning, when you say innovation of in the management function, is it allows the organization to respond to external or internal opportunities whenever they are placed before any opportunities, that they will make use it creativity, um, like introducing new ideas, processes and products like that. Okay, so it generally innovation is that meaning. So in our textbook it is given, innovation refers to the preparation of personnel and organization to face the changes made in the business world. Anytime whatever changes are happening, so accordingly they will change. They are ready to face the changes, and continuous changes are being made in the business. So consumers are satisfied through innovation. So this innovation includes developing new material, new products, new techniques in production, new package, new design of a product, and cost of reduction. And next is what is meant by coordination. Coordination is another main function of management. So coordination is synchronization, integration, unification of the actions of all individuals. There are many persons are working, so all their actions, all their activities will be coordinated, okay, in the enterprise, who are working in the enterprise in different capacities, so as to it leads to the most successful achievement of common objectives. So coordination is included in all the managerial function. For example, coordination is included in planning. Whatever they plan, that has to be implemented. Okay, whatever they plan, that has to be executed. So coordination is important. Organizing, when they organize the structure, the levels, the position of the management, so in that also they need coordination. Staffing, even in staffing there are many levels are there: recruitment, selection, and placement. So these all has to be, these activities should also be coordinated. Directing and coordination, motivation and coordination, controlling and coordination. So like that it is included in every managerial action. And another one is all the activities. So the activities must be divided into group wise, that is department wise or section wise, under organizing the function. So such grouped activities, so if it is purchase department activities, sales department activities, and advertisement department activities, this all has to be coordinated for the accomplishment of objectives of an organization. So in every answer I have taken more points and I have listed like that. So accordingly you write. For 2 marks 2 points, 2 important points you can write. For 3 marks 3 important points you can write. Or if you want to write the whole points or all the 4 points, you can write. And when we come to long answers, here explain the various functions of management. Here you have studied in short answers and very short answers, some functions you are studying. So those answers you can write it in this long answer also. Planning also, you are first you list out all the functions. All 11 functions are there, 7 main functions and 4 subsidiary functions. All those things you first list out, and then one by one you explain. Planning also, you are studying in very short answers, so those points you can write it. Planning is the primary function of management. Nothing can be done without planning, and planning refers to deciding in advance. So planning should take place before doing anything. And then staffing, all those points what you have studied for the 3-mark question that you should write. And controlling also, you are studying for the, so I have taken one all those points which you are studying in very short answers and in the short answers, so that you can write for very short answer also and then for the long answers also. So all these points you have already we have seen this. And next is from lesson 4, another question, that is the second detailed answer is distinguish between new issue market and secondary market. See, you have to write the basis for comparison. If you are writing basis for comparison, then only you can write the answer in one word. See, for example, it is given in the direct, indirect. Without writing basis for comparison, it will be meaningless. So the examiner will not understand what you are trying to say, trying to write. Okay, so better you learn this basis of for comparison also. So if you are writing in one word, you have to write this comparison also. Okay, so meaning is new issue market. The marketplace for new shares is called a new issue market, or it is a primary market, or initial issues market also you can say. And next is secondary market. It is already the place where already issued securities are traded, or it is a place where old securities are traded is secondary market, or you can even call it as resale market. Buying, who will buy? The investors will directly buy from the company, and they will indirectly buy from the brokers, and even from the investors they can buy. And gained person is in new issue market company, and then here investors, and then intermediary, here underwriters will be there, and here in secondary market brokers will be there. Buying and selling between company and the investors, and here among the investors. And how can securities be sold? Only once from company you can buy it, and here multiple times you can buy and sell. Okay, and then organizational difference. Here there is no rooted to any specific spot or geographical location. Here from directly from company only you have to buy, but here it has a physical existence, that is stock exchange. Okay students, I want everyone to learn today's questions, 8 questions, and then you write it in your notebook so that you can remember till your exam. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, please like and subscribe and share it to your friends. Thank you so much.